Welcome back, YouTube. We're here on Saturday, week 4, January 2027. Before we get into it, I watched the Royal Rumble last night. I thought it was pretty good myself. But also, before we get into it, Digital Media Champion Eric Young. Austin Theory's our Grand Champion, which is not bad. He's kind of on a winning streak, I think. Joker's wild. Nothing really. The Knockouts Tag Team Champions are Soroka and Hunter Hesketh. And then Mercedes Money came back from injury and got the title again. In case y'all didn't see, Jordan Grace was in the Royal Rumble and she had the TNA Knockouts World Championship. I mean, when I seen it, I was like, hey, it's the TNA Knockouts World Championship. Seth Rollins is our current world champion. Not bad. World Tag Team Champions are Claudio Castagnoli and Shinsuke Nakamura. X Division Champion is Malachi Black. He defeated Kenny Omega in Kenny Omega's first reign. He's also in his first reign. The current tag team champions are in their first reign, and they beated the Rascals in their second reign. Believe it or not, it took them a long year and a half to win back the tag team championships. But if you guys didn't see it last time, we signed some new deals. We got Cablevision for a pay-per-view network. We got USA on our networks, even Hulu. But for our TV shows, my network TV will be picking up TNA Thunder. Okay. And then the USA Network will be picking up Impact. Now, I must say, yeah, it's probably a better deal to keep Spike, but, well, except for Impact. But I wanted to make use of others. And I will probably wind up redoing some of the events. Like, here's one. I think I'll be doing you know how we have the TNA Rumble? I think we're going to do a women's version. Knockouts. Rumble. Okay. I must say that we'll keep it that way. Let's try and get a good deal with WWE though. A good relationship. Okay. Okay. Hang on, I have to do some working on our deal here. Okay, I will show what we've done. That's all we did was got our excursion deal up. And I'll tell you what, we will send Denny and Luna up to WWE. Oh, I'm not her only employer, huh? Yeah. Okay, we're going to go to TNA. What is next? TNA Impact is what we're going to go to next. Okay, we've made a contract offer to Noella Foley. This is Mick Foley's daughter. When I imported her into the game world, she came with the 70. But whoever done the game world for 2011 really liked Mick Foley's daughter or something. Because she's a great referee, a great color, and she's great in everything. She's gonna be the greatest worker of all time. Like, she could do a DDT of what would get Seth Rollins a 4-star match is gonna get this chick a 7-star or something. Marshall Von Erich starts to show off with a hot 89. And at the announcing desk, Velvet Sky was pretty weak, and Marshall Von Erich puts over the fact that the Von Erichs will be tag team champions once again. Jay White and Lance Storm, well, Jay White's backstage, and Lance Storm is holding a microphone asking him about his recent matches and how he's done in them. And he says that he is the Switchblade and will continue winning. MJF versus Bryan Danielson. MJF defeated Bryan Danielson with the Salt of the Earth for a 70. And then Ace Austin and MJF comes face to face. And Ace Austin kinda extends his hand to shake MJF's hand. And is it gonna be Ace Austin and MJF joining together? AJ Styles and John Cena both promote the new TNA Impact Zone game 2K26 as it releases at the day before the next premium live event. Castagnoli and Nakamura versus High Spirit and Heavy Metal for 64. An angle featuring CM Punk, which it gets a 96. Not bad. And Brian Pillman versus A-Kid. Brian Pillman defeated A-Kid with a Tornado DDT and it got a 59. And Ace Austin versus CM Punk gets a 78, and CM Punk defeated Ace Austin in 17 minutes and 55 seconds with a go to sleep. And then Mercedes Money defeated Danny Jackson by submission with a bag statement for a 49. And then Seth Rollins versus Richard Holiday. Seth Rollins won because as Richard Holiday was about to hit him with his finisher, Randy Orton came out and went to RKO Seth Rollins, but RKO'd Richard Holiday. And it got 78, which is not bad. We are not big on our own broadcaster. We're big in the U.S. We could be big in India as well, but we just won't. Let's see. We're probably gonna get Velvet Sky off of there. How many appearances does she have left? You know what? Quick Diary would tell. Huh, it doesn't tell. Okay, Ace Austin welcomes the show to TNA Thunder. MJF holds an angle which gets a 70. Britt Baker versus Eddie Starr gets a 44, and Britt Baker makes defense number 2 of the New Japan Pro Wrestling Strong Women's title. Noella Foley's debut, she wins against Daria Brunetto for a 64, and then she holds a promo afterwards for a 62. An angle featuring CM Punk gets a 100. Ace Austin versus Eddie Edwards in a submission match gets a 64. Ace Austin defeated Eddie Edwards. Noella Foley welcomes the show to TNA Thunder. And we see Randy Orton versus Ricochet versus Jay White to see who goes to face Seth Rollins for the world title. And it looks like Jay White will. CM Punk makes an angle in which he says that he's going to defeat anybody who gets in his way of winning the world title. Noella Foley wins the New Japan Wrestling Strong Women's title for a 51. And Ace Austin vs. Laredo Kid gets an 82. And Ace Austin defeated him with a House of Cards. You know what's bad? Noella has only been with us for 3 days and she's already drew us $4,614. That's extremely crazy, actually. I'm shocked. Let's see, who is this? Mick Foley. Show you what I'm gonna do. Mick. Her father's gonna be your manager. No, we're not gonna do that gimmick. We're gonna do second generation. Then let's see. We'll have to find another person to, be a part of the tag team. Let's see. We're gonna go for female. You know what? I just thought about it. We already got one. Technically, we actually got a 4th generation with a 2nd generation. Crap, it keeps doing that. Let's see. Noella. Generational riot. Riot time. Generation riot time. Okay. Okay. Tony Storm and Marshall Von Erich welcomes the show to TNA Impact for 94. Heather Hesketh and Sol Rucker versus the Generational Riot for 59, not bad. And then we see AJ Styles versus Austin Theory. Austin Theory defeated AJ Styles with an 8-ton dump for 68. AJ Styles um is helped out of the ring by Mercedes May for a 92. And then Ace Austin comes, well, he doesn't come out, but he arrives to the arena. And then MJF is seen with his title backstage watching TV. Noella Foley is welcomed to the TNA locker room by CM Punk. And then Jay White versus Roderick Strong. Jay White defeated Roderick Strong, and as he's pointing to the crowd, Seth Rollins comes up behind him and pulls him off of the turnbuckle, and then curb stomps him, and it gets a 69. But Eric Young versus Kenny King. Eric Young makes defense number 3 of the TNA Digital Media title. Ace Austin versus Brian Pillman Jr. gets a 79. Ace Austin defeated Brian Pillman Jr. with an Ace's high. Now this will bring some popularity to Brian Pillman Jr. Okay, AJ Styles and Tony Storm welcomes the crowd to TNA Impact. And then Noella Foley and MJF are here having a promo. And it looks like MJF is trying his luck with Noella Foley. But their claimed versus the Rascals go 61. The Rascals win the tag team titles. Not bad. CM Punk makes his entrance. And Candice LeRae versus Jordynne Grace for 52. Not bad. Jordynne Grace defeated Candice LeRae with the fall from Grace. Austin Theory versus Kenny Omega. Kenny Omega defeated Austin Theory with it following an interference from Dominic Mysterio for a 51. We then seen Jenny Rose versus Marina Shafir for a 37. Jenny Rose defeated her. And then Shawn Spears versus Lucky Ali for 55. And the main event's a 72. And it would have got better, but Velvet Sky was pretty weak. Ace Austin defeated Jake Crist with the Ace Sharpshooter. Not bad. Okay, Friday week 3 is what we're on. Let's take a look at certain stuff. Merchandise. Oh wow, she's made us $23,000 this month. Ace Austin's made $64,000. $4 million, not bad. House show. Not bad at all. I'm going real quick. Yeah. Okay, we'll go to Thunder. Okay, Noella Foley and AJ Styles welcomes the show to TNA Thunder for an 82. I think I'd be better off without Mick Foley as my manager. Okay. Seth Rollins versus MJF gets a 82, MJF defeated Seth Rollins. Not bad. CM Punk makes an 82 with his angle. CM Punk defeated Dominic Mysterio with an Anaconda Vice for a 61. And then our main event is Ace Austin versus Claudio Castagnoli. Ace Austin defeated Claudio with a House of Cards for a 76. The overall rating of the show was a 77. Jay White versus Brian Pillman Jr. starts TNA Thunder off, and Jay White defeated Brian Pillman Jr. with a Blade Runner for 57. He then does a whole promo on that he will take Seth Rollins' world title if it's the last thing he does. AJ Styles and John Cena hypes up the upcoming game release that will happen in, just a couple days. Eric Young makes defense number 4 of the TNA Digital Media title. And then all of the Ace Club come out and they make a full-on promo of how they're going to decimate the roster again. And then Noella Foley and CM Punk are backstage again. And Noella Foley is trying to get ready for her upcoming match at TNA Impact. And CM Punk is trying to coach her through what she needs to work on. AJ Styles versus Seth Rollins for an 83. Seth Rollins makes defense number 5 of the TNA World title. Not bad at all. Okay, John Cena and Austin Theory welcomes to show to TNA Impact. Mercedes Money and Toni Storm welcomes to show as well. But the women's title feud is advanced with this segment. Austin Theory versus Brian Pillman Jr. Austin Theory defeated Brian Pillman Jr. for a 70. And then MJF holds an angle for a 72. AJ Styles holds an angle for an 85. Jay White defeats Laredo Kid for a 68. Not bad. Jay White and Ace Austin hold an angle for a 100. Noella Foley versus Toni Storm. Noella Foley gets a 66. CM Punk defeated Alex Shelley for a 71. Not bad. And then AJ Styles versus Bryan Danielson gets an 70. It got the double count out. In the main event, it gets an 81. It's Ace Austin defeating Matt Vandegrift with an Aces High. 34 regions, 82. We start to show off with the Generational Riot versus Heavy Metal Sisters. Avery Rain submitted Addie Starr, so Generational Riot keeps the knockout tag team titles. And then CM Punk defeated Chris Jericho with the Go to Sleep in 4 minutes and 20 seconds. Mercedes May makes defense number 2 of the TNA Knockouts World title. And Jordan Grace and Lexi Frost starts attacking Trinity after a match. And Bayley, making her surprise entrance, comes to save Trinity. I meant to do that for Mercedes money. We borrow Bayley from WWE. Malachi Black versus Low-Key Malachi Black makes defense number 1 of the TNA X Division title for a 52. And then the Von Erichs win the tag team titles. Marshall Von Erich was heads and shoulders above everyone else. It wasn't a bad match. Austin Theory defeated Bryan Danielson, and it was to bring the fans down, and that's what it did. And then we got a 76. Ricochet defeated Ace Austin with a double moonsault. Then Batista helps Ace Austin attack Ricochet afterwards. And then David Benoit wins the TNA Digital Media title. And it comes to showdown just so that Seth Rollins versus Jay White gets an 82. Seth Rollins makes defense number 6 of the TNA World title because Seth Rollins is the mountaintop. 2 months without her figurehead. Wow. Okay. I just want to say that this will be it for today, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share with your friends, your family. But the most important, share with your dog.